Can I have a show of hand, how many founders in the room? Amazing. You are the future of yourself. You are the future of Georgia. You are the future of the world, and I really believe it. We need more entrepreneurs, both men and women. And don't let anyone to tell you it's impossible. Anyway, quickly, my background. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is to inspire some of you that want to be a business angel, and to a lot of you, founders of startup. So the moral of the story is I'm an engineer, a long time ago. You can see the beautiful haircut I have. I've lost my hair. So I have wisdom, apparently. So I'm spending every single day to mentor founders like you. What did I learn? As an engineer, I really thought I'm going to be a brilliant engineer. And by accident, I fell into international sales, business development for what we call Silicon Valley, Series A, Series B tech companies that wanted to come to Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Why this is important? You as a founder, you as an ecosystem builder, it's really to understand what is different about Georgia, what is different about Central Asia. Honestly, do not copy and paste anything you hear about around the world. I am 100% convinced that you can make your own sauce, your own DNA. That's my belief. So as a background, I did like 3 or 4 startups, but the most amazing thing to all of you, you're gonna have luck. You're gonna work hard, you're gonna fail, and please celebrate failure. Don't be ashamed if you fail. It's okay. Remember, all of us were babies. We crawled, we started to walk, and then we run. If we fall, it's okay. You get up again. So please do me a favor. Believe in your star and believe in yourself, and you're going to be okay. So one day, luck came to my door, the same way that luck will come to your door. A company called Airspace. So some of you in the room maybe don't remember year 2000, where the whole NASDAQ, where all the tech companies completely crashed to the ground. And a couple of friends of ours, crazy idea. And I'd like to hear you have crazy ideas in the room. So the crazy idea, after the crash, 2001, we wanted to tackle the story that you have today. It's called Wi-Fi. 2001, the technology existed, but we want to understand why Wi-Fi was not all around the world. And we challenged one big company called Cisco System. 75,000 employees, north of $84 billion company. Every single telecom in the world, you have a Cisco technology behind it. And we were 45 people. We decided to tackle the giants. So please, dream big. Yes, you start in Tbilisi. There's no issue with that. But please, from a vision perspective, please think about the region. Think about Europe. Think about the world. Always you start local, but please think global. So what we did, we tackled 10 top Cisco accounts. That you think is not a big strategy, right? But we had to think about it. We said, who are those 10 accounts that Cisco is successful? Remember, 75,000 employees. So I had the mission in Europe to go and talk to Airbus, one of their customers. In the US, they want to see Boeing, Microsoft, and we knocked at the door and we say, hey, we have this cool technology that can actually change your life. And we had an IP called LWAP, Lightweight Access Protocol. By the way, anything I'm saying, if it's foreign to you, just Google names like Airspace. This is the company that was acquired by Cisco. And rumor has it, again, doing all this startup one after the other, Cisco decided this time to keep me. And I found out the big corporate world and the politics. I am sure you hear about all these politics in big companies. So as an intrapreneur, so I was an entrepreneur, this time they gave me this amazing title, intrapreneur, meaning here is a piece of paper, tell us what should be the next thing to do. And that's what I tackled inside Cisco for 8 years. And 2013, I decided to be a business angel. No more planes, no more trips, no more customers, but this time I am at the service of founders. So I coach, I mentor, During COVID, thanks to WebEx, thanks to Zoom, thanks to Google Meet, I basically have startups all around the world, and I love doing this. I have some of my colleagues with me here in the room. You will see, if you talk to a business angel like Guri from Axel Angel, he's a friend of mine, you will see we are very passionate in trying to help you and open doors for you. While I'm telling you all this, one thing that is absolutely important to me, you need to have more business angels in Georgia. You need to have more business angels in the whole Central Asia. Why is that important? Because it gives an impact to the founder. When I put a ticket into a startup, maybe the government have a grant that can match it. Maybe you have cross-border investment between Armenia and Georgia. So Europe is the same thing. That's why we say Southern Europe, France, Italy, Spain, Greece, Latin, they have the same culture. The Mediterranean, they talk to each other cross-border. Why do we say Germany, Switzerland, Austria? They have the same culture, they talk to each other. Why do we say Scandinavia, Northern Europe? They all speak English. But they have one advantage compared to the other countries. They are early adopters of technology. So please, please make sure you understand that what is the sweet spot for Georgia, both from an entrepreneurship perspective and ecosystem building. Why do you think business angels want to be business angels? And basically the main reason is not about finance. Do you know the word business angel? Angel is the wing. As an angel, I mentor, I coach you, I give you advice, I open doors to customers. That's the angel part. But the business side, of course, we're here to make money. We are just always dreamers. All of us are dreamers here. We think that the next exit will be 5x, 10x. Well, guess what? I have rumor for you, for you to understand. 99% of startups in the room will fail the first year. Just think about it. So you think we're crazy. So I guarantee that indeed we are crazy because we're still waiting for that exit to pay off all the money that we paid off in other startups. One other thing as well that we really believe in is the last sentence. We strongly believe that we want to make a change in enabling entrepreneurship because if an entrepreneur is hiring a team, a successful team, that team one day will do their own startup. So think about the job creation. Think at the bottom of the GDP of the country. So this message really is for all those law-making people in the room, is really to enable more business angels into the business because it's all about smart money. Business angel is smart money. What does it mean? It's not a check. It's not a bank. I'm not going to give you a check and say bye. I am with you for the next 7 years, making sure that you're going to be successful. So that's the reason we're very, very passionate about doing this. And one of the things that you heard all this afternoon, I was sitting here, every single discussion here, there's one word that comes all the time. The team, the team, the team. We invest in you as the founder of the company. We want to understand why you're not going to do it by yourself. Remember, you cannot clap with one hand. You need that second hand. That's why we really focus on the team. It's very important. And resiliency. We don't want you to give up. We don't want you to, any door that closes, there's always a window open. So think about those things. And technology, of course. Right now, I'm sorry, I'm sick and tired of hearing AI, 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 AI. Because I know AI in microchip, machine learning for many, many years. Even in some routers and some switching on the telecom, they had actually machine learning. So this is kind of a new thing, and I think from an investment perspective, make sure that you're adding value. You're solving a real problem. Focus on that. You're resolving a problem for a bigger market. Don't go into the hype of saying, I have this cool agent doing this and this and this. You need to understand why you're doing it and what's the impact on the marketplace. And again, you see, it's always about the team. And a team that has invested their own money. Something else I want to share with you. When I mentor a lot of founders, I ask them the question, I say, what did you do? Did you go to your saving bank account and put like $500 into the project? Did you ask family, friends, and fools to give you some money? Or is it just slideware that you come to pitch at me and you're asking for money? Well, guess what? It doesn't work that way. I really would like to see that somebody believed in his idea and committed some of his savings, some of his family investment. It's very important because that's how commitment long-term is all about. So let me share with you how Axel here in Georgia works, how Sophia Business Angel, where I was the president for 4 years, works. It's very easy to understand. Axel is based in Georgia. All of you need to meet a mentor and a business angel in Georgia first. Why? Because that particular club, like SBA, know Axel. We do cross-border investment. They bring a deal from Georgia, they tell us about it. We bring a deal from France or Southern Europe, we tell Axel about it. So we are doing what you call cross-border investment, and we collect the money from all the different clubs. So Sophia Business Angel is based in France, in Nice. We are the only, I don't know how many people visited France. Our pride, just to humor you a little bit, we're the only club that is part of an expat colleagues. And 22 years ago, when we were listening to pitching, we were pitching in English. We were forbidden to speak French. That was the beauty of this club. And today we have Monsieur Macron himself, the French president, saying that France is French tech, using English words, and that France is a startup nation, another English words into the French language. So we're really happy that, especially in Georgia, you guys are already open to the world. And I'm sorry, English is the only language that you can actually sell. When you go to France, you're not going to speak French or Georgian, so you have to speak English. If you go to China, you can't speak Chinese, so you have to speak English. So it's not a matter of saying, oh, English is the most important language. I'm not saying that. It's the business language. Just get at the back of your mind. Very, very important. So we've been created in 2002. We are 40 members, and we have 2 membership. And we're trying to give an advice to our friend at Axel. They need to think about how they connect to the rest of the world. So we are a member of France Angel, which is 73 clubs across France. 20 of them are in Paris. And we are members of EBAN, the same thing as Axel Angels in Georgia. EBAN is the largest European business angel network federation. And we are collecting data from each other, and we do have cross-border together. So this is what we did. We have like 90 screen projects per year. We already supported 2,500 projects. We funded 300 companies in the last 15 years. But what's most important at the end of the day, if you look at the long-term thing, on average, we have like 3x return, around those big projects. So how do we create? No problem, I'll carry on. How do we create pipeline? How do you create deal flow? We have events like this one. That's why this absolutely tech world weekend in Tbilisi, it's important. It's when we get startup from all over Europe coming to our event in Nice. So in Nice, twice a year, anytime you want to hear about our events, there's a company here called Agrili. It's a Georgian agri-tech company. They came in and actually visited us. Why is it important? Because they pitch against Irish, UK, British, French, Scandinavian startup in the same event. Why is it important? Because it's all about, and I challenge you, network, network, network. They come in to pitch. Not only they want some investment, but they want a network of other countries. If they want to go to Ireland, if they want to go to Greece, now they're connected. Very important, guys, in the room. You have to use your network because your network is your net worth. Very, very important. Don't worry about the slides. Don't worry. So one of the things they asked me to share with you from an impact perspective, let me walk you through a journey of an ecosystem building. All of you, as a student, belong to university. What's happening is, in some universities, you have ideation. Part of your curriculum, if you do an entrepreneurship angle to it, you have an idea. So all the startups that you see, all the way to unicorn, they come from an idea. So universities are the first suspect to be actually having what they call entrepreneur mindset to get an idea. From that particular university, some of you will go to an incubator from the ideation. Inside an incubator, you're going to learn a program. You're going to exit from that program. Sometimes it's 3 months, sometimes it's 6 months. And guess what? Business Angel Club are part of that journey. We are sitting in incubators to mentor, to coach, and as an option to invest in that right project that we found at that incubator. Then you have accelerators. What does that mean? It means that particular incubator and the small ticket from Business Angel, you started to do revenue. And when you start doing the revenue, you're going to be growing, and then you need an accelerator. An accelerator open international market for you. So all that journey from ideation, incubation, acceleration, sorry to say that, I'm not selling myself as a business angel. You will find a business angel at all stage. We even have a word called super angels. What's the difference? Me, a humble business angel, average business angel, my monument ticket could be 5K, 10K, 15K, and then we ask all our friends to put in the same amount of money to collect the total amount. A super angel can start between 500K to $1 million. So that's why all that journey, and then you have the VC that comes into it when you're at Series A. So that's typically a journey of a founder all the way. So that's what I was telling you. We have a startup factory event. It's only about ideation. You come and share with a lot of investors your idea, and then we coach you, mentor you to go to MVP, to actually launch your first minimum viable product with our coaching and help. And then you go to a venture academy, and that's where basically you pitch for the money for the first ticket investment. And then you have other investment events. These are mostly the bigger ticket when you are on an accelerator growth mode and you're looking for $1 million, $2 million, and that's why we do a type of event. So let me insist as well why the Accel Angels story here in Tbilisi, it's important. They are connected to Sofia Business Angel. They're connected to EBAN. EBAN is connected to the American Association of Angel Capital in the US. We are connected to MedAngel. MedAngel is the 23 countries around the Mediterranean that are doing cross-border between Croatia, Lebanon, North Africa, anywhere where there is the Mediterranean. So I'm giving you an example there that when you knock at the door of the first, and I think I gave you an advice, I said, look for a mentor inside a business angel club. That is a good start, because behind him, the wings of the angels are around the planet. So have that at the back of your mind. And then we did something amazingly. We are very, very proud that EBAN, 7 years ago, Africa, we were looking at the data 7 years ago. We used to see like 34 million of early stage money in Africa, mostly Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa. When we launched African Business Angel Network, 8 years later, today, we are actually seeing the data north of $28 billion. And that's why the importance of any one of you that wants to be a business angel, or anyone as a founder wants to talk to a business angel, you could see the movement and the impact we're doing around the world. Something else I can give you food for thoughts. Please do your homework. Do not call out randomly a business angel and saying, I have a startup, I want to pitch at you. Please do your homework. You are blessed with technology today. You can do that homework on the digital platform, social network, and say, you know what? I'm an agri-tech company. I want to give a good chance, 80% my chance, that somebody will listen to me. So try to see the profile of the investor and say, oh, he does agri-tech. He does cybersecurity. He does AI. He does space tech. So look at the vertical where you're playing as well. It's very, very important. So how are we doing with time? How many? Couple of minutes. So to wrap it up, I think any ecosystem, and Georgia is absolutely amazing because I've been here 3 years ago when this trade show started. It was very small room. And I'm very proud what you guys did so far, and it's going to go even bigger. So the moral of the story I'm telling you, don't do it by yourself. A founder should not do his startup as a solo entrepreneur. Remember, you need to clap with the other hand. You need the team. The same thing for the ecosystem. You need business angels, you need VCs, you need universities, you need government involvement, not too much, but government are very, very useful in creating grants or tax return when you invest into startup. I'll give you an example. In France, Macron gives us 25% off our tax every single year. If I put 100K over 4 years, I can wash it out on my own taxes. So policymakers, it's very important supporting business angels because they're going to support themselves, the startup. So wishing you the best of luck and see you around, and please come and chat and see if I can help you with my network. Thank you very much.